Okay, today we're going to be playing some Sultai Midrange, the deck that recently won the SCG Games Indianapolis. The deck's been really solid for me so far, and this hand looks pretty decent. I feel like it could be really good against like mono red, or it's also decently aggressive too. Only concern would be the amount of lanes we have. We do have not as many lanes as I might like, but it should be fine. Looks like opponent mold to 6 as well. Draw another land, which is nice. Which is nice too. So we'll play this Walgarth Walker here. Seems like the best draw or the best play. My face is really bright here. Next turn, I think we might play this Jade-Late Ranger. I feel like Jade-Late Ranger is probably the best here. It gets us the most opportunities to see another land. Ooh, I should do this one too. We're going to put this in the graveyard. We really want to land here so we can go double Branchwalker next turn. We did draw, which is really nice. So, and then we're going to attack for 3. I feel like we can be more aggressive with this hand here. We don't have as many late game cards like Planeswalkers or Krasis or like Find. So he's doing this for 2. That's interesting. It's not a whole lot. I think I'm going to go interesting. I think a good play here is to go Branchwalker, cast down here, attack for 7. Put that in the graveyard. So we'll put him to 15 by killing this. He'll draw a card, lose a life, and then we'll attack him for 7, putting him to 8. A card that I wouldn't want to see from our opponent here would be like a Chupacabra. Chupacabra, he doesn't have double black though. Now he has double black. He does have a Chupacabra as well. And an elf, interesting. I think I'm going to go Shock, Jade-Late Ranger, Trophy next turn. That's like the game plan, not in that order obviously, but... Another land, not exactly what we're wanting here. Yeah, playing with the winter deck again. Yeah, it's been really solid. I'm gonna make a video with it too. I need to tap base and tap some mana here. No, it should be good. Pay 2 life. We'll trophy this. Put him to 7. Then attack. You can obviously block. Trade and not trade. Or luckily we're gonna be following up with another creature. Yep, this is what I expected. We'll play this Jade-Lite here. Okay, we'll keep that on top, and then we'll mill it. I just want to make this a 4/3, so this is lethal next turn. Vivian here would be nice to arrive soon. Yeah, Vivian Reed would be good, but we do have opponent on dead next turn if he doesn't have anything here, which he probably does. He has 5 cards in hand. There we go. We also have this Branchwalker to follow up. There's a lot of good draws we could have here. Large Vraska, Krasis, Carnage Tyrant, Vivian Reeds, Lil Vraska. He plays his own Vivian Reed, so unless he gets like, I can't remember if he played a land yet this turn, but if he plays, I think he might be just. Oh, he plays an elf, so if we draw him a removal spell, he dies. That's not a removal spell. I guess I'll just attack for 7. Put him to 4. Play Walker. Play Branch Walker. Also, I heard the YouTube algorithm is against people posting their Twitch accounts. Really? Oh, I'm dropping frames. Why? Interesting. I might have to look into that. If not, it's like that's the biggest of deals. Why is it so bright? Oh, now my camera's out of focus. Yeah, looks like he's taking this. I guess I'll just go wide. This really punishes me if he plays a finality next turn. Put that definitely in the graveyard. Put the taps I go. Yeah, man, so they're more likely to recommend your video if you don't post it. That's what I heard from other YouTubers. He has the finality, which is amazing for him, but he hasn't played one yet this game, so hopefully we can draw some of our late game threats here. But it's also at 4, so could just draw like a Carnage Tyrant, which would be nice. We draw our own Find. That's interesting. Then we get back a Krasis and a Jade Light. Damn finality, yeah. Our Jade Light only becomes a 2/1. That's kind of weak. Drawing a lot of lands. Move this here. That looks a lot better. Walker, oh, he has Walker's Walker into Jade Light, which is really nice here for him. Plays another Jade Light? Okay. That's hilarious. Opponent is definitely having some good draws at this point. We're going to play this Krasis even though he can just kill it with the Vivian Reed, but that would prevent him from ulting it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 6. So draw 3 here, game 3. We drew 2 lands and a Chupacabra. If we would have drew this Chupacabra a lot earlier, we would have just won with it, but we only drew 1 removal spell this game, or 2. So it's decent weapons on the lucky draws for sure. He's having pretty good. Wow, he goes Vivian Reed into Vivian ult into Vivian Reed to kill my Hydroid. So now I have to draw like, yeah, looks to be game here for this one. Maybe I should have overextended into that finality, but that would have been a good draw like 2 turns ago as well. He uses ult, damn yeah. We'll bring in the Eldest Reborns here, Ego. I think that should be it. I don't think I want Duresses here. They just want to go like more control-y than he is. Like that, maybe? I don't think Cry's that good. Vraska? Okay, oh, the Contempt? Yeah, probably. I don't think Dresses or any of these are that good. They only hit like the Planeswalkers, and the Planeswalkers do matter, but if he does like somehow curve against us, it's gonna be really bad. I'm to get out a Reaper. I think a Reaper's pretty good here, but I'm not exactly sure what else would be cut. So we did shave on our walkers, Branch Walker and Wild Growth Walker. I wonder if I hadn't played out the Branch Walker and the Wild Growth Walker, I would have lethal like through a creature or removal spell the next turn. So we'll go back and look at that. He's taking his time sideboarding. There we go. Into play. This hand's pretty bad. We're gonna mulligan it. We don't have any forests. We do this cast down this Reaper. We could try to keep it, hope for some forest, but I don't think it's that good. There's a new article about Hydra Krasis cheap, and he's talking about it. He thinks that's the best new card. Yeah, I imagine like that's what a lot of people's opinions on it are on it. Totally worth it. Yeah. I'll put that on the bottom. We really want some other non-land cards here. We do need one more to cast this Vivian Reed, but I feel like in the next, it's within reason for the next like 4 draws we have. I feel like that's a really good draw here. We'll play this Overgrown Tomb so we can play Swamp and the Jadelight Ranger next turn. Plays an Elf on turn 2. Okay. Drew another land. Walker. We'll put that in the graveyard. We really don't need a Walker here. And there's another island. Or another land. So you have 6 lands in hand? Or 6 lands? If I had 6 lands in hand, that might be in a pickle here. Reveals a Krasis. Mills it. Reveals a Cast Down. Looks like mills it as well. Interesting. I think I'm just going to cast this, play this Watery Grave, and then pass. Keep up like cast down for one of his creatures here. Plays his own Vivian Reed, which is kind of annoying, but we do get to go kill this, play our own Vivian Reed. And then we get to attack his Vivian Reed down to 3. Gets a Tomb. That's not the scariest. So kill his blocker. Oh, this would be really good if he didn't have this elf on the field. We'll play Drown Catacomb. Attack his Vivian Reed for 3, and then play our own Vivian Reed. We'll take this Carnage Tyrant here. That looks pretty strong. Because things I wouldn't want to see here would be like a Chupacabra would be pretty bad. It wouldn't be like insane, but it would be bad. Ross's Contempt would be worse. Opponent doesn't have any blue mana, which is a good note. So if he has like, he could have a Krasis in hand. Found a blue mana though. Plays a Carnage Tyrant, sure. We'll plus first. Jade Light, Merfolk. We're just gonna play our own Carnage Tyrant here and say go. Pass. And then he could. There's a lot of things we could do here. Like if he just were to attack Carnage Tyrant at Vivian Reed, we could go block with Jadelight Ranger and just chump so it still survives. Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's not fine. At least he can't kill my Vivian Reed here. If he does attack, I'll be able to kill his Vivian Reed and then play this Eldest Reborn, which is really nice for us. So I feel like we definitely got the better end of that trade. So we'll go attack his Vivian Reed. Play this Eldest Reborn. And plus our own Vivian Reed. Seems really good here for us. We'll take this Chupacabra and play Elf Sego. Thanks, Kirik. Yeah, this seems pretty good here. Like, we have, like, all the threats, and opponent has nothing. Like, we have Eldritch Reborn. It's going to tick off to get back a Vivian Reed or a Carnage Tyrant if we need it. We have our Vivian Reed still going. We still have a Carnage Tyrant with a slight protection for Eldritch Reborn. Very interesting. I was curious why opponent would attack Vivian Reed just to deal 5 to it. Opponent just concedes. Okay. I did think we were in a pretty good position there. Did he show us anything new? I don't think so. Nothing that make me want to change up a little bit. We're just going to game 3 here. There's probably a couple like switches I could make that like increase or decrease percentages against certain draws, but like if I think he's gonna go more aggressive on the play, I probably might bring in the Carnariums. But I feel like going the Carnariums are pretty weak otherwise. I feel they're pretty weak. Water. So we're going to game 3. Let me open up a sheet to keep track of games for today. Okay. I'll keep this hand. This hand looks pretty strong. Opponent could have a pretty good hand. One of the weak sides here is that we don't have double green mana. So if he were to kill our elf here, we wouldn't be able to cast it on 3. Let alone cast it on 2, let alone 3. What? How am I dropping frames again? Does have the cast down, but we do have this other elf that we drew. Okay, I'm just going to cast this Jadelight Ranger here first. I'll put that in the graveyard. I'll keep that on top. Play this Tomb Sigo. Or Catacomb. There we go. Now we're stopped dropping frames a little bit. Yeah. Don't know why I keep dropping a little bit. It's kind of annoying. But opponent, there's some problematic cards opponent could have here, such as maybe like a Chupacabra, start like pressuring me. This isn't the worst here. It'd be worse if he targets the elf. Sadly, we can't go Walker Jadelight Ranger next turn due to the fact that we only have 2 green. Naming Vivian. Could name Vivian. Vivian's pretty strong here. It's something like he can play next turn. I feel like going Walker on Mordigo is probably the best. Like, just curious about naming. So we'll go Walker. Probably name Vivian Reed. Could name like Carnage Tyrant. So he does have Carnage Tyrant, a Krasis that he can't cast, and a Branch Walker. Has 3 Vivian Reeds. What else does he have in his deck? Let's see. He has a Stroke that we should probably be careful of a little bit. Has a lot of finds. He brought the Tendershoot Dryad in. Okay. Plays his Branch Walker. Got a black-green land off of it. So he didn't get a land that was helps him with his Krasis, but he did get a land that will help him with the Carnage Tyrant if he draws another one next turn, or if he has another one still in hand. I think I'm just going to play this Jadelight Ranger here. This boosts our life. We'll keep that on top. It was a Carnage Tyrant of our own. This hand is scary, TBH. Yeah, it's pretty good, I'd say. We're not going to attack. I don't want him getting additional value off these. He already drew a card off this. He killed one of our creatures off this. I don't want him to just draw another card on each of these. Because if he did double block, he could just draw 2, take 2. Is that good? Probably not, but I still want him having like the options. So yeah, we're just gonna no blocks here. Take it. Life feels pretty high. I think I'm just gonna play this Chupacabra here. Play Chupacabra and then attack for it with both. Now I get to draw a single card, but now we have a pretty dominating board position, and next turn we can play Carnage Tyrant. He can go double block here, but that's fine at this point. He just takes 7. Okay. Imagine he drew a land this turn. Yep. So you can play this Carnage Tyrant. It isn't too scary on this board. You have a lot of creatures. We drew a land which isn't the best here. Opponent does have more lands than us, or more cards in hand at this point. So he does have the more availability of options. But we do have a lot of good cards that we could draw. He drew an island for his Krasis, though, which is really good. This allows him to make a Krasis for 5. Then draw 2. Yep. Yep. Vivian right here would be amazing. Assassin's Trophy is not bad. I think I'm just going to attack with this Carnage Tyrant here. If he's willing to trade Carnage Tyrants, it's completely fine with me. Maybe he's going to try to think of doing some type of block with like these two. Could just take 7 as well. But I feel like that'd be in our favor extremely. If he just trades and takes 1, we can just Assassin's Trophy this. Yeah, it's fine. Sadly, we don't have a Memorial to Folly. That'd be really nice here. So we'll pass turn. Probably gonna trophy this when he attacks, and then at that point we wrestled back board control. But obviously he still has 6 cards in hand, so lots of good ones he could have. Some good draws from us would be like even a Jade Light Ranger wouldn't be bad because it would trigger our Wild Growth Walker. Find would be amazing. Any of our Planeswalkers would be really good. I'm gonna dropping frames again. What the heck? Keep dropping frames. It's so annoying. We'll just exit this. We'll Assassin's Trophy this. This will feel bad if he just plays like a Vivian Reed post combat, but he stopped dropping frames. It does give him a lot more land, so if he were to play like a Krasis here, that'd be really annoying. Find would also be really bad. Yeah. That was extremely good for our opponent. And we drew another land. Okay. It's not like one of our own Krasises would be good here. Like we could draw 2. Drawing Divination, a 4-mana 4/4 Divination, or a 6-mana Divination, and he drew the Tindershoot Dryad. Well, that seems really good for our opponent here. We have a lot of good draws that we could have though. Keeps a Contempt on top. He's almost out of cards, so if we like draw one of our Finality for ourselves, I will get rid of these two because they would die to Finality. We want to play to our outs here. Yep. Finality, please. Eldest Reborn? That doesn't seem that good. With making tokens every turn. Sack this Chupacabra, that's fine. Makes sense. Actually, I'm pretty sure you might supposed to sack this Branchwalker because this Branchwalker dies to the elf. I could go Contempt here. Ugh, very bad. Maybe we're supposed to name Krasis in this matchup. He drew 5 cards off that, or he could draw 5. He could draw 4. Interesting attacks. We'll block like this. Can I please? a folly. Yeah, that's game. Well, opponent got very lucky that game. Why are we still dropping frames? Opponent had very fortunate draws. He drew a lot of his. He drew both of his krasises. We didn't draw any. The only like large threat that we drew was a Carnage Tyrant, which isn't the best here, but it's still decent, especially when you can wrestle board control. We'll keep this hand. Again, this hand's like a lot pretty greedy. It's kind of like a Mold of 6. Playing against Diregraph Ghoul. Opponent was def lucky. Yeah, but like the game 2, for example, we got pretty good lucky too with our draws. Swings. Plays Deadeye Tracker. That's not a zombie. No blocks. Probably just gonna play this Jadelight Ranger. Yep. Put that in the graveyard. Drew land. Okay. So this game's going pretty alright so far. Black red. It's interesting. Judith, the Scourge Diva. So these are 2/1. I think I'll definitely block here because this could trade here possibly, and then we take one more. Or he just has an eddy target, so he could kill my elf. Which that's pretty annoying, honestly. But we'll just play this Jadelight Ranger. Looks like the Cry the Canariums will be really good here. We'll keep that on. I guess we'll keep that on top. It's not that great here because we have a tapped land in hand. If we had an untapped land, it'd be pretty swell. I feel like he might be using this ability. I'd prefer that. So he could use this. I think I'm gonna block here. Interesting. I take 2. I think I can take 2. Yeah, that's fine. So I think we're just to play this Krasis for 1 next turn. We go 1/1 blocker. Reassembling Skeleton. That's interesting. So I think we're just gonna play this tapped, and then play Krasis as a 1/1 blocker. So I can hopefully go next turn Walker into Branch Walker. Like you can make sense for trying to play this Walker here, but I feel like this just exposes it to dying a lot easier. And that's like I feel like that's the way we're probably gonna win this is if we can gain some life. Should I refer a card equals to the current cast of cards in your graveyard? So you search for a 1-drop here. That seems fine with me. That's a Gutter Bones. That's fine. Opponent's deck is definitely interesting. Not exactly sure if I'd call it good though. We'll definitely block here and take 2 again. So we're pretty much going to take 3 here. Play a Walker, and try to play this Branch Walker. Nice. So we gain a nice 3 life here. Get a 2/4 and a 2/1. It's not the best. We'll play this Overgrown Tomb. This Verasa's Contempt seems like it'll be pretty nice next turn. Maybe getting the Judith or the Gutter Bones Skeleton. I think I'm just gonna take 4. A part of me wants to just let him draw 3 cards, especially since his cards don't seem nearly as good at this point. Death Baron, that's pretty good. So both of these have Death Touch now. So block here, take 4, 5, 6. Can't do that. Block here, block here. Take 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, I'm stupid. We just block here, definitely, and then block here. Yeah, so he's still a trade, and we're gonna take 3. But he could deal damage to this. That's fine. So he's gonna kill our walker here, which is a-okay. Drew another walker, which is nice. I think I'm just going to play this tapped. Contempt this, and destroy whatever he plays. Seems fine. I thought about playing just untapped, playing Walker, playing Contempt, and then next turn I could activate Memorial, and then depending whether I draw a land or not, I could bring back Branch Walker or Jade Light. Plays Priest of the Forgotten Gods. That's fine. That is a way for him to get back some card advantage here. I'll kill his Death Baron. Seems like this could be a problem. Is he gonna shock it or not? That's fine. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna play this Vraska here and then plus her. If I had a land, I would think about playing this killing something and playing this Walker. But as of yet, he can't get back his Gutter Bones unless he casts this Risk Factor first. And that way he could. Just plays another skeleton. That's fine. Definitely want to kill this next turn. It seems like this could get out of hand pretty quickly. Losing frames. I don't know why I'm losing frames. Interesting. He can't cast this. So I think I'm just gonna go destroy here. And then if he wants to sack both of these to make me sag my 2/2, that's fine. Yep. So we go to 5 here. So I guess he could use his Jumpstart now. At this point, I think I'm going to have to let him draw 3 cards. Due to us not having any way to gain life here. But I think we are wrestling the control of this board back. Sure. So we'll play this Elf, play this Walker to go. Keep up, cast down. Black plays another land, which is expected. Plays a Midnight Reaper. That could be pretty good for him. Plays a Gutter Bones. That's completely fine with me. He's gonna pass. I'm surprised he didn't attack with his skeleton here. In this turn, I'm going to use this Midnight Reaper on the Midnight Reaper. I'm doing this because I'm probably going to use a lot of my mana next turn with activating Memorial to get back the Jade Light Ranger. So I can gain 6 life. Wow, we just drew a Jade Light Ranger. That seems very nice. Yeah, we'll just play Jade Light and then activate Memorial on his end of turn. I'll put that in the graveyard. Keep that on top. And then we'll plus. So this game's going heavily in our favor from this point. I don't know why I'm dropping frames. Plays a Legion War Boss. That's interesting. Sure, you make your token. Opponent just concedes, so we're going to game 2 here. Doing great plays, man. Thanks a lot, man. Really means a lot. We'll bring in the Cries and a Veroska. Is there anything else I might want? Maybe Ego. Get like Ego name Risk Factor, Ego name Gutter Bones. Get that out of his get that from his graveyard to his exile. I should probably get rid of the follower thing too. Maybe. Only Eldest Reborn. I think Eldest Reborn's too slow. Aggression Campaign doesn't have any uses. These are all too slow. Okay, that looks fine. Take out our Reapers. Take out Carnage Tyrant. We don't really need those. Like they're just really expensive and big. We really want to focus on our early curve. Like Krasis is really important because he gains us life and can draw us more action. Take out this Reaper. I don't want to take out an elf, but maybe a Reed, Vivian Reed. Other than like finding creatures of land, she doesn't do a whole lot here. It's important though. This seems really greedy, but I'll keep it because I am greedy. Opponent mold to 6. Sure. Gutterbones? Deadeye Tracker, okay. Okay. We drew a lane, which is really nice. We could just drawing a J-Light Ranger next turn would be pretty insane. Even like a Branch Walker too. Plays Blood Crypt. Sure. We'll play this Walker out, play Overgrown Tomb tapped. We could make a case for shocking and then playing this elf so that next turn, no matter what, we could hopefully, or if the elves don't die, we could go Chupacabra or Contempt. Or say if we draw a Branch Walker, Wild Growth Walker, Branch Walker, plays War Boss, which is fine. Just gonna chump it or eat it. So we did run into problem. We didn't draw a land, so I think we're just gonna play another Walker and say go. So at this point, like any Explore cards are insane. As long as our elves don't die, we can cast these Chupacabras or Contempts. We don't have any blue mana though, so this Krasis isn't going to be doing a whole lot. Radiating Lightning, that is insane. If he attacks with this, I'm definitely just going to double block here and let him eat one of the walkers. Radiating Lightning, that is so good. Well, we drew a Branch Walker, which would have been really good last turn. But I'll definitely put that in the graveyard, but it's still really good here. Can't complain too much. Now our opponent has 2 cards in hand, we have 4. 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Can make this a 3/3 over time. He could try by exploring. Yeah, that Radiating Lightning was pretty interesting. He's getting rid of our creatures, which is pretty bad for us. Because it makes our finds worse. Looks like he got a land off the tracker and then played it. Looks like it was a swamp. Plays a Midnight Reaper. I feel like that's a good target for Contempt or Chupacabra if we draw some lands. Drawing another Branch Walker definitely isn't the worst, I'd say. Put that in the graveyard. Really need some lands, but we're still I feel like we're still in decent shape. This game's going pretty interesting. That Radiating Lightning really blew us out, but I wouldn't say blew us out because it's so we're still playing here. But it's really good for our opponent. It killed 2 of our elves and bolted us. 2 lands Sultai, lol, yeah. 2 lands Sultai. I still think we're like beating our opponent here technically. Plays a Death Baron. I guess Death Touch. So the only really card that matters is that one. That's fine. We'll block. I kind of want to get this off the board so that if the other creatures die, or if I want to block the other creatures, they don't draw cards. So in our top 14 cards, there's only been 2 lands. Did keep a 1-lander though, so we can't get too greedy. Well, that's a fine one to draw. No attacks, thank you. We're just going to play defense here. Board position's looking pretty decent, I'd have to say. That's fine. So what do you get? You got a Contempt. That's really good. You can Contempt our Walker here. But that's not like insane. We're still not like gonna be dead anytime soon here. Definitely gonna block the. I don't know if I want to block Tracker or Death Baron. She's attacking with that 2/2. We'll just take 2 then. Drew another land, which is really nice. I think I'm gonna kill this Deadeye Tracker for now, because this doesn't do anything by itself. Unless he plays like a Skeleton Archer, then I instantly gets value off of it. But other than that, like I don't think his creature's gonna be getting a ton of value by itself. We'll attack for 3 as well. We are in a position here that we kind of outrace him. Obviously, he has cards that would be better in a race than ours necessarily, but I think our 3 cards in hand are really good. Like we just need to draw an island, and this becomes a draw 2. Carnage, that's really good. I think I'm going to discard these 2. It's really aggressive to do this, but I feel like this is right because the other 2 cards are just kind of like little advantages, while if we draw this, this becomes a 4/4 fly. This becomes a, that's fine. It becomes a 2/2 flyer. Actually, no, it would be only draw 1. Maybe not, but we're still winning the race here. So we draw like a Catacomb or a Watery Grave, it'd be 2, 4. There we go. So yeah, we'll take 4, go to 10. Definitely like outracing him here. You could have like a Banefire or something silly. Maybe Lava Coil. That's fine. Might want to keep this Chupacabra on the back end then. Judith. You should definitely play that pre-combat. I guess we'll just play this Walker here. And then pass. Could really use a Drown Cat. Really, that's interesting attacks. I think we're gonna go like this. It's pretty aggressive. Judy is scary, yeah. I guess he's just gonna go ping ping. Yep. Not good for us. Hopefully he doesn't have anything too crazy to follow it up with. Blood Crypt tapped. 4, 5, 6, 7. What does he have? Rick's Mighty Reveler? Oh, okay. I don't know why he shocked himself necessarily, but we have a lot of good draws here. We could draw like a Cry of the Carnarium, which would be pretty good. Kill his board. Drew an Island, which isn't the worst. We do get a 3-mana. We do get a 3/3 here. Draw 1 card, gain a life. Drew another land. We could have used these a lot earlier. That's for a fact. Yeah, the Rick's Mighty Reveler is pretty good here. Plague Crafter is extremely good for opponent. Let's input us to 2 here. Still haven't seen one of our Carnariums. Actually, I think we're just dead here. Yeah. Wow. Some really fortunate draws that game, but we did keep a very aggressive hand. So just seeing what opponents play more, I don't think that any of these cards would be better necessarily than what we have. Like if we drew a Cry, it would have been insane. If we would have drawn maybe just lands earlier. But we did keep an aggressive hand, so we can't really complain too much. Hopefully opponent doesn't have like an extremely aggressive hand here. I think I'm going to keep this. I think this hand's like aggressive in the other way that like it's really dirtily, but like the Cry with the Contemptor seems really good. We just need one more land. We can cast both of these. Cry just seems really good against his deck. I don't think it's shown us a card that it doesn't kill. Sure. Starting off with these Memorials. Hateful Hand is nice little, yeah. But opponent really isn't playing much here. Like ideally, like for me, I would have preferred him to go like Gutter Bones, Gutter Bones, Gutter Bones. So he has a removal spell for this. Lava Coil, okay. So he's playing more control-y here. I think I'm gonna shock for this just so I can keep up the Contempts. So that if I draw a force at the top, I'll be able to play Vivian Reed with protection. Plus, if he plays like a Midnight Reaper or a Judith, this would be pretty good. Legion War Boss, control. Ah, I literally like to control. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill this still. It's not that it matters that much being in the exile, but I really wish I would be able to kill it before we went to combat. But thanks, MTGA. We drew another Carnarium. That's interesting. We'll just pass. Yeah, I even had like control clicked. The problem was I think like it just knew that I didn't have anything I could do in response. That's interesting. I'm gonna discard this Find and this Cry. Yeah, go like this. Take one. Not really being pressured here. We drew another removal spell. Could just use a land. Like land the past 2 turns would have been pretty good. Specifically forest. Obviously, if we were to drew like our island, we'd be in the same sticky situation. Midnight Reaper. I think this is a fine board to Cry, but we only have 1 left. I think I'd rather contempt this and like hope again that I draw a forest here. It's like the 3rd chance we're giving it. Doesn't pay off again. That's really unfortunate too. At this point, we've used a lot of our. So Judas is fine. We could just go Assassin's Trophy into turn. I think I just want to get this off. We're gonna draw a force this turn, obviously. Yeah, Jesus. I'll just play Cry here. Get rid of these. And we're like our 3 hands versus our opponent's 3 hands. We also got to keep up this trophy here. Deck is trolling us. Yeah, I literally knew that like if I were to want to cast Cry the next turn, I would get this. I would get it then. So I'm gonna Assassin's Trophy this end of turn, and then just play into Vivian Reed. I'll let him have another land. It looks like he didn't show us anything that would like benefit him having a ton of lands, like maybe like a Banefire or Electro Dominance or something like an X spell. I guess we'll take this Krasis. Actually, I kind of want to take this land, but a lot of good cards we're putting on the bottom of our library. If it was a force, I would have definitely took it to play this elf out. So hopefully opponent doesn't just have a contempt of his own here. Plaguecrafter, same thing, pretty much the same thing as a contempt. But we do get to go Jade Light, look for a forest here, elf, hopefully. Okay. Much prefer not to take 2 here. We'll keep that on top. And then we'll just play this out. Play this elf. Risk factor, I'll take 4. Could really use a Wildgrowth Walker. Like he exiled our one, I believe. Yeah. So next turn we could go Hydroid Krasis for 5, draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Seems decent. Another one. I think I'm gonna let him have this. We'll have 3 cards here. Like his cards, pound for pound, aren't better than ours. Obviously, if he draws like another risk factor, it's gonna be a problem. But going to 4 is pretty not good in my opinion. He drew a land, which is expected. I guess he could just have like some bolt effect or something as well. Lava coil, that is completely fine with me. It does prevent us from like keeping a clock on him. Plague Crafter, okay. I guess this is fine. It does prevent, this only mixes a 4/4, but it's still going to do the same effect of drawing 2 cards and gaining 2 life. Just to have 1 less power and toughness. Drew a forest, okay. We'll just pass, give our 4/4 flyer. Next turn we can go Jade Light into Branch Walker. If we draw like a Wild Growth Walker, that'd be super ideal, but plays a Chupacabra. His deck is really surprisingly grindy for like what looks to be an aggressive deck. Maybe he like boards into it. So I think I'm gonna play this Branch Walker first and maybe just pass, keep up a Memorial to get back Krasis. Put that in the graveyard. We need to find something good here. Play this, tap, say go. Plays another land. That's not good for opponent. So I think I'm just gonna get back to this Krasis here. And then we could Krasis for 5. We drew a Krasis as well. Drew a land, an island specifically. Interesting. We'll attack for 4. Play opponent to 12. Opponent has 9 lands. We have 8 lands. Technically 9 since we just sacked the Memorial. Krasis is so good. Yeah, especially when you can recur Krasis. Oh, that's pretty insane. So we did win that. So that was nice. He hit like a black-red aggro. Pretty close. That Rakdos deck looked extremely interesting. We'll keep this hand. It's pretty land heavy, but there's a good side about that, which we have like pretty perfect mana here. Double green, double black with the 1 blue for our Krasis. Opponent's taking a sweet time over here. Looks like he molded to 6, so maybe he's considering mulliganing again. We'll play this over Entomb Tapped Prayer. Interesting. We'll just play this Breeding Pool. There's really no reason to keep one of these 2 up. Looks like opponent's playing black-white. He could, or Zombie Force. I was about to suggest him being like black-green, black-white control. Or Zombie Enforcer is definitely interesting though. I think we're just gonna play this J-Light Ranger and say go. This helps us look for maybe more lands or more like spells. We'll definitely keep this other J-Light Ranger on top. So next turn we could go like maybe trade. It feels so bad trading for a 1/2, but trade, play this other J-Light Ranger elf. Doesn't seem the worst. Play another planes. Imagine if he's playing Orzhov Enforcer, he's probably either just black-white. Imperious Oil Art. Okay. I kinda see what's going on here. I think playing Forest into Jade Light into Elf seems good. I don't think that's that good when we know he's playing like Death Touch spells. I think we just want to like try to bank on this Vraska. So next turn we do get to cast this Vraska here, which is pretty nice. It'd be unfortunate if the opponent has like a Vraska's Contempt, which is probably likely due to him being black. Other than that, they don't have a ton of... Opponent's really playing the Afterlife deck right here. Got Afterlife 1, Afterlife 1, Afterlife 2. Cry the Canarium already seems good in my sideboard. But yeah, I think I'm just going to play this Vraska and then plus. Don't really want to kill, because like if I kill something, he just gets 1/1 spirits that will fly over my creatures here. So I'm just going to like plus it out here. If he attacks like into the Vraska, I think I'm just going to try to like trade as nice as I can. Because if I'm building out my creatures while he's trying to attack it, it feels like that's a winning trade for me. Yeah. Yeah. We can go trade. I don't want to use both of them. I think that's fine. But only has 3 cards left in hand. Kind of just want to keep Vraska as high as I can. Obviously, this will give him 3 1/1 spirits, but that's not the spookiest. Get it? Because they're ghosts. Spooky. Oh, that's horrible. And then the only problem on offense is this Enforcer. He plays another Ministrant. Okay. Finality would not be bad. I'm going to play this Midnight Reaper. And then I'm going to... I really don't want to attack into his Ministry of Obligation. Plague would be nice here. It would indeed be nice here. That is a fact. I think I'm just going to pass. Part of me wants to like play this, kill a spirit, but that just seems so weird. Especially since the spirits are only doing 3. Plays the 6th land. Got a couple lands in hand as well. Matching an opponent pretty evenly. These Afterlife triggers are really doing wonders for opponent. Obviously, we're getting value off our own creatures, so it's just the 1/1s are shaping up nicely against our creatures that are giving us like card value, and this is giving them like creature value. So yeah, Russ will go to 7 here. So it's only going down by 1 every turn, which is definitely not like the scariest. And then like whenever he plays another Ministrant, so that's the 3rd. That's funny. That's 6 spirits worth of that's 6 spirits on bodies. Jeez. Nice, nice, nice. A lot of good draws here, though. They need to reprint like a Curse of Death Holds effect or something like that. Oof, that's kind of interesting. I think I'm just gonna play it out then. Play this. Play Vraska. And then next turn we can go kill here, attack. At this point, our board's getting pretty big. I think I'm going to attack with this pirate here. Maybe? No. No. I thought about attacking the pirate because it could kill both of these, but then like he'd get 4 1/1 spirits. That'd be 7 in the air, so that'd be putting our Vraska to 2 next turn, which doesn't seem the best for me. I think I just enjoy her making her 2/2 menaces while taking 1 loyalty a turn. I wonder how like Sultai control would look. Like Sultai, wow, that's a something right there. I would not be surprised. So we can't even really block. Can't block these. Can't block these. So 2, 4. He's just attacking for 4 at it. That's completely fine. And then we're gonna use Vraska to kill this. He can kill it next turn, but like Vraska at this point's got so much value. And then we can just play this Forest, play this Chupacabra, kill here, and then start swinging all in. Do I swing with the Reaper? That's my only question. I think I swing with everything since I just have such like an overwhelming board. Like shit, even the 1/1 elf traits of a token here. Just like completely fine due to how many lands we have, like 3, 6, 9, 10. And he can't block off all of his spirits due to the fact that actually I guess he can block off he can block off all of them. But this is technically attack for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. Quite a few. Yeah, he's trading here. So this is gonna draw us a card. This is I don't think this is gonna draw us a card. His tokens don't die, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Nice. We drew a Vivian Reed. That seems good. Sultai dominating, yeah. That's what it looks like it's doing here. Now I'll take this krasis for next turn. Just in case opponent really needs to know that he's dead. So we can krasis for 3, 6, 9, 7. Make a 7/7 krasis. That's so close to drawing 4, gaining 4 life. That's funny. And then at this point, like, he can't really even attack either. I guess I think he's just dead here, honestly, because he could just goes block, takes a lethal. He could have something in hand, obviously, though. Like, maybe like a Kaya's Wrath would be pretty good. Kaya's Wrath would be fine. You go, like, attack. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have anything. Okay. Let's go to game 2. Or sideboarding, rather. Bring the cries. Bring in Contempt. I feel like Contempt's pretty good due to the fact that it can exile one of the Afterlife cards. I don't think I want Negates. I don't think I want Disdainful Strokes. I don't think I want Duress. I think I want Crushing Canopy just for the fact that it could kill a flyer. He might have like an Angel in his deck. He's playing white. And then there's also the enchantment he showed us. If he gets that enchantment down and then like is able to value his creatures into dying, like it's really good for him. Okay, on the our side, what do we take out? I don't think Midnight Reaper is insane here. Chupacabra doesn't seem... Carney seems so odd. Canopy seems so odd. What do you mean? Like in the sideboard, wouldn't an Assassin's Trophy be way better? The Assassin's Trophy isn't like the cleanest of spells. Like it does give you your opponent a land, but like, I know the dude won the tournament, but his sideboard is so weird. Yeah. From what I've heard, Crushing Canopy is like a card that a lot of people have been on, and then like they've really liked it in their like main boards and sideboards. And then it is like restrictive, so you do need your black mana for it, which if you're already if you're playing a game where you don't have your black mana, you're probably already in a pickle. But I don't think we need this Chupacabra. Vivian Reed seems fine. It's Death Touch. I don't think Carnage Tyrant's nearly as good as I would think it would be. Like I feel like the dude was thinking that like Assassin's Trophy really does give you like have a downside of it giving your opponent the land, which like in the late game it doesn't really matter. But like if you're playing like against an aggro deck, I guess you're probably not bringing Crushing Canopy in against an aggro deck. Oh, we'll keep this hand. It's kind of loose, but could shape out pretty nicely. We drew a land, which is very good. Well, I could have swore I shocked, but I guess not. It's not like we look like as long as we don't get like a Jade Light Ranger to get punished here. Enforcer, that's fine. That's perfect. So you just play this tapped land because it can't enter anyway. Play out this elf, and then turn 4, possibly use like Chupacabra, possibly hold up, double cast down. Maybe. Maybe he plays like a Ministrant here. Imperious, okay. You can already see my cry getting some value here. These cards, like the Orzhov cards of Afterlife, are pretty highly rated. Ooh, we do draw our cry, which is very nice. Like these cards are so highly rated. Like I feel like in most like limited formats, you already play like a 1 mana or a 2 mana Death Touch, and then or like in limited, you probably usually play a 2 mana. You play a 2 mana 2/2 or a 2 mana 2/1, and then you're just adding Vigilance onto it, like which is fine. And then you're like, okay, now if it dies, you give a 1/1. That seems very good. This cry is looking better and better. I just don't know whether I should wait a turn or not. I can't tell whether we draw a land. If we draw a land, I think we pop it off, because then the turn after we can play the Vivian Reed. We do draw a land. So I think I'm gonna actually I can just play this island. No, I can't play this island. So I'm gonna shock myself here. Forest, swamp, swamp. Play Cry. Kill. Get basically a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-2. And then if you play something, I can go cast down Vivian Reed, which seems very nice. Plays an Enforcer. Okay, okay. If that's all he's doing, I'm completely fine with killing this and then killing the 1/1 of Vivian Reed, maybe. Just to get that, just to clear it off the board. And that touch can be tricky when we decide to turn the corner and go on offense. Do I really care about the token enough to kill it? Now that we drew the Cry, I don't think so. I think we can just pretty easily just keep plussing. Drew a Krasis, which is pretty swell here. If we draw a land, we can make it a 4/4, which would draw 2, gain 2, which is pretty good. 4/4 flyer for 6, draw 2 cards. Technical better stats than Mole Drifter. Like, would you pay 2 more mana on a Mole Drifter? Or pay 1 more mana on a Mole Drifter for 2 more power and toughness and stats? Probably. Sure. Cry is looking pretty good here, but I don't think we need to blow it yet. Maybe just take this Forest and Krasis for 4. We get a draw 2, gain 2, which is pretty swell. And then next turn we can maybe Cry. Cry. Cry is the best. Yeah, we drew 2 in this matchup, which is really nice. Not even like, even if we didn't draw here, I feel like we'd still be in a very favorable position. It just happens that this card destroys the deck, it looks like. Cries, but yeah, it's aggro. That card's ridiculous. I wonder how many like copies of Golden Demise got replaced with Cry. Maybe if you're playing like a graveyard synergistic deck, you don't play Cry, play Golden Demise. Or if you're playing like an aggressive deck, Kaya's Wrath. That's fine. Do I care about this? I don't think so. It'd be best if he just puts like a 2-drop here. I can just go kill your board. You have no cards in hand, no creatures. I have a Vivian Reed. But Vivian Reed to 7. Take a Branch Walker. Play this Tomb. Play Branch Walker. I'll keep that on top. I'm not gonna play this Elf here due to the fact that I might want to get back. I'm probably gonna get back Krasis. / I'm keeping up Cast Down. Not to say that if I played Elf, I couldn't keep up Cast Down. Sure, Vivian Reed goes to 5. Still pretty high. I'm pretty sure that's what she comes in on. Enforcer, sure. Play like 1 more card and I'll cry. We'll go to my turn. Yeah, we'll definitely cry. We'll get back this Krasis here. Seems very swell. Play this Forest. We'll attack for 3. Like, we obviously don't have to cry here, but I feel like it's pretty good value. Like, we can go Cry, Elf, into Krasis for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn. Plus, this eliminates a lot of the pressure that's on Vivian Reed currently. Not that there's a ton of it. I think this J-Light range is pretty nice here. Go J-Light Ranger Elf. Put that in the graveyard. Keep that on top. Play out this Elf Sego. She ults, you win. Well, yeah. Let's let Vivian go +1 without having to worry is awesome. Yeah. That just means you're just you're just accruing advantage. Like Vivian is like the ideal planeswalker in the fact that like her +1 is pretty great card advantage. Her minus is really good removal. It's pretty versatile removal as well. Like artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying is pretty good, and then her ultimate just like pretty much wins the game. Like this is like an ideal planeswalker. Like there's a lot of planeswalkers that are like this, and there's some that like aren't, and you can definitely tell which category is better. Like Jace the Mind Sculptor, pretty clear, has a way to protect itself, a way to cleanly win the game, a way to get card advantage. Liliana Last Hope, way to protect itself, way to get a card advantage, way to win the game. Liliana the Veil, card advantage, way to protect itself, win the game. I guess like Liliana the Veil doesn't really necessarily straight win the game, but it definitely gets you to a part where if you ult a Liliana the Veil and then you lose, you're gonna feel bad. So this is kind of annoying. So I think I'm just gonna plus my Vivian Reed and Vraska it. I guess we'll just take a land. Say goodbye, Ether Absolution. The problem with the Absolution is that it just gives them some like blockers. That would be annoying. We'll attack for 4. Put 15. Sigo. Game's looking pretty good here, I have to say. Let's write it down in the best my log. Sure. Oops. Put it pass back pretty quickly. Yep. Go to my turn. Start off with plussing Vivian Reed to see what we get. We'll take this other Krasis. Play this Forest. 2, 4, 8, 9. So play it for 7. So play it for 8. There we go. So we draw 3, gain 3. Do it for 8. I guess 8 was probably a lot cleaner. Because it just gives us entirely another card in life. I feel like it's weird that the fact that they split it, and the fact that it halves both life and cards. Like I completely understand halving the cards, but like I guess like if at this point like if this card said blue green gain X life, and then make an X body, that card would be really pretty good too against like mono red and stuff. Sure. So we're just gonna ult our Vivian Reed next turn. Play Chupacabra. Kill opponent. I just wonder if he sees it, you know. I feel like that's like such the weirdest thing from animation. Like, how does just like an arrow going across the screen like pump up my creatures? Pump it? Or, actually, let's just stack. No reason to make it have to wait longer. So that was nice. That's game 3. So I think we went 2-1 every game, or except for the one we lost, of course. We went 2-1, 2-1, and then 2-1 on our loss. So we got our money back at this point, which is nice. That was awesome. Yeah, it was pretty nice. And now we got our money back as well. So we're just making gold on the wins. It was odd that he just didn't concede. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe he like went to go get a drink, or maybe he just didn't care. It's like on MTGO, people are like, I feel like a lot more likely to just like play out games that they lost just to see, just to get that like slight chance that your opponent like makes a mistake or DCs. But I can understand that. Like you want to maximize your wins, minimize your losses, but at all costs. It's pretty BM though, especially like time on MTGO. Assassins, I feel like that's a good target for that. I'm just gonna play this tapped. So go. Play this tapped. Attack for 1. So go. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna attack for 1 here again. This hand's like pretty bad against what looks like what we're playing against. Looks like we're playing against like a Esper control deck. And then I kind of want to like hit this when he scries, so he's tapped out. But I don't want him to ramp him into. I guess I like ramping him into. Teferi isn't the worst due to us having this. Actually, fuck. I was about to say us having this contempt, but we don't have a smooth answer for the contempt. I mean, we don't have a black lane for the contempt. Smooth answer for the contempt. Interesting. I think I do hit it here. This will give him a larger amount of card advantage. Might be right just to hold this in case he has some other threat. Especially if he slams a Teferi on us. But like if he flips it the next turn, he's like we can't really allow our opponent to get too much card advantage here. Which is pretty funny because if he slams a Teferi, he's probably gonna get a decent amount of it. Unless we just draw a Swamp, which would be very nice. Looks like the opponent doesn't have a Teferi, I feel like, or else he'd slam it there. I think I'm going to play this Reaper and then attack for one after he counters it. Doesn't counter it, interesting. He doesn't have 5 mana up, so I don't think I have to worry about the Angel of Grace just yet. You can Mortify? That's completely fine. It lets me draw a card. Drew to Contempt? That's not what I wanted. Not like the worst here. Looks like he drew it to Fairy. Maybe he was trying to do it to keep up mana. Keep up counter mana. It's interesting. Black man? We're just gonna pass here. Due to us having 2 contempts, I want to use one on his turn. This does, it's very scary. You gotta draw extra black land. Yeah. I feel like it was likely he had a counterspell there. Actually, I think I was supposed to do it on this trigger. Seems right. Maybe we'll like play something. Plays a Karn. Okay. I'm completely fine with Karn staying around a turn or two. Teferi's a lot worse than Karn. Or Teferi's a lot better than Karn. Worse for me. Plays a negate. That's interesting. But unless he makes a 1/1, okay. I'm completely fine with him getting this. I will give him this land. Definitely don't want him to have this Chemister's Insight. Because that's just so much card advantage at this point for him. Plays the land I gave him. Untaps 2. So what are the chances that he has another contempt or another negate here? It'd be very bad for us, but I think we need to negate this Teferi. Or contempt this Teferi. Nice. So that worked. And then we'll swing 3 at this Karn. He could have a Seal Away. He does have like something going on here. I think he might have like a Seal Away or Cast Down, Moment of Craving. Doesn't look like he has anything. Interesting. Next turn, this Krasis should be good. Should be a fine play. It'll do it for 5. If we draw a land 6. If we draw a land, that'd be really amazing due to this being a cast trigger. I think this card is like Krasis is huge here. Yeah, I feel like Krasis is like really huge in the control mirrors due to the fact that it doesn't even need a resolve. That kind of hurts. We did draw the land too, so it would have been. So do I care? I think 2 life for it being 2 power bigger is fine. For a power bigger is fine. So 5, yep. So we get to draw 2 cards here, which is very nice. And we get a 5/5. Okay. I feel like it's pretty likely he has a removal spell though. He's only shown us a Mortify and a Nova. Double. We'll give him the Shock. So if he wants to untap, he'll have to take 2. Notion Rain, that is a-okay. Sadly, our hand isn't doing too hot here. It's pretty weak, I'd say. Like, this is just a 1/1 that produces more mana. We already have a ton of mana. Kills a creature, so if he plays, like, that is extremely good. So if he plays, like, a Lyra here, this is really good, but, this is a real hard draw for our opponent, really. Okay. Looks like we're going to be playing double elf here and a land. So this just straight doesn't let us cast any more krasises. But there's only one in our deck, though. He probably expects us to be playing 3 or 4. Vivian can remove the bind, but it'll just come back and it'll instantly die. So at least that'll let us recast it, or recast our another one if we draw it, or get it back with a memorial or a find, possibly. Plays a treasure map. That's fine. This is really not the best spot here. Vraska's Contempt would be fine, but we've already cast 2, so I don't think there is any left in our deck. That's a very poor draw. So I guess we'll attack Karn for 2. I still haven't upgraded my Llanowar Elves. Jesus, I keep forgetting to do that. So we drew 3 Llanowar Elves this game. That's pretty poor. Like drawing 3, 6, 8 lands, definitely like that's within reason. But like if these 2 elves here would have been like Vraska, Vraska, Carnage Tyrant, be a lot better position. Obviously, like you can always say that about any deck, anytime. If you would draw your better cards against better matchups, you'll do better. Just a fact of life. But this game's not unwinnable. Maybe he'll forget that he has a Teferi with a silver counter on it. Maybe. Maybe. Using the humble elf is humble move, bro. It's what you said yesterday, but I like the cool elves. I want to know how many people like weren't able to get those. So he plays his Teferi, which is pretty unfortunate here. Even like a find isn't that good. It would just get back a Midnight Reaper, a Branch Walker. Kinda need a Carnage Tyrant, maybe a Vraska. He has so many cards in hand though, and he's gonna have so much mana untapped. I feel like we're gonna be going. He has Cry too. It feels like we're about to be going to game 2 in a second here. Jade Light Ranger, that's not the worst. Like if we don't get something to get on top, probably just gonna concede here because he's getting so much advantage here. I never got the Fire Mines from the Christmas event. I did not like Popper. Yeah, I did not care for the Fire Mines. I knew I wouldn't be playing that card. I knew I probably wouldn't be playing that card, so I was just like, yeah. Especially since like the way they had it was so weird, where you'd have to get 5 wins just to get the. Yeah, we'll just concede. You have to get 5 wins just to get the Fire Mines Foresight, and then or you could just get 1 win and then concede and get an elf. So we have a lot of good cards to bring in here: Stroke, Negates, Duresses, Contempt, Eldest Reborns, Ego, Canopy. So we're bringing all but 3 cards in. Obviously, some of these might be better, not as good as others. But so what are we cutting? I think we can cut a couple of those. A couple of cast downs. Chupacabras don't seem as hot as they usually are. Vivian seems amazing. Definitely don't want to cut her. Still a lot of cards to cut though. He seems to have Cry the Canariums. I don't know if he's going to be sideboarding those out, but I think I want to go shave a little of the creatures that more heavily die to it. Like the Walkers, Elves. I think and since I'm taking out the Walkers, this card gets a little worse. What else is probably weak here? God damn it. Do I just cut the Llanowar out entirely? Maybe keep like this. I think Llanowar are like good in the concept that like if you play them, Canarium Poggers. I feel like Elves are good in the fact that if you get them like on turn 1 and you can go like turn 3 Vraska, or turn 2 Jade Light Ranger, they're insane. Maybe a Walker. We're definitely not going to be needing to gain life here. I don't know how good Cry the Canarium would be here. Slayer Hunter, what's up? I didn't even see you and Kirk have like the same color right now, and it messed with me for a second. I didn't even see you. Yeah, elves are great at the start. We'll be in the play. This hand's pretty bad. I guess I'll keep it. It's really land heavy. It doesn't necessarily have like what we want ideally. The fact that like If we had like a 4-drop in here in the mix, it'd be, I think, a little bit better. Maybe like a Carnage Tyrant. I guess if you add both of those into the hand, then we only kept a 3-land hand. Negate's pretty good. I do enjoy drawing that here. I don't know. I use BTTV. We are different colors. BTTV. What's BTTV? Or am I just silly? We'll try to play this Jadelight Ranger here. He does have just have double white though, so hopefully he just doesn't have like a moment of craving on the stack. Drew double land. Not exactly what I'm wanting here. Still better Twitch TV. Oh, okay. Like, I can see it on the Twitch page, but on Streamlabs, it's practically the same. Ooh, that's really good against me. I guess we'll just play Memorial here. Say go. I guess we could cast this next turn, maybe. But this is really solid on opponent. Definitely like a reason if we do go to game 3 to keep my cast downs in, maybe. Or at least the Chupacabras. Mills 2 lands. Kinda thankful. Kinda. We're going to negate that due to the fact that we could keep up Vivian Reed to kill this. So it looks like he might not have a land. He doesn't have a blue land, which is good enough for me. It's going to make sure I have double green here. Don't want to misplay since this Vivian Reed is going to be very key. Getting rid of this Thief of Sanity is very important. Thief of Sanity, Jesus. Is the memes black, blue, white? So hopefully this doesn't get contempted or binded. That'd be pretty poor. Hydroid Krasis? Wait, oh, okay, I was so confused. He played Hydroid Krasis, I was just looking at his lands was he green last time? No. Okay, we'll plus first. See what we see. It's a 3/3, so it would kill our Vivian Reed if it is able to hit. Very key. I think I'm just gonna take this brand. I was about to take a land, but then I realized we have 5 lands in hand, so I think we're good on lands. I think I want to play Drown Catacomb here because I'm going to be playing this for 4, just slightly bigger. It also draws 2 cards. He's got one of your Hydroids from Thief. Yeah, I realized after. I was super confused right when he did it. I was like trying to calculate is this like the secret winner of the SCG tournament? Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. It would be unreasonable to expect the opponent not to have a way of removing my Krasis. That's a good one though. He does have counter mana up though. I think I'm gonna try to trophy this first, and I'm gonna see what he does to this. He just lets it resolve instantly. I think he doesn't have a counter spell. Ooh, that feels good. Definitely picking up this Carnage Tyrant. Definitely feels like that's a good one. So unlucky fuck. Nah, Kira. We just keep playing. Karn's definitely fine here. Not scary. Could reveal some scary cards though. Treasure Map and Thief of Sanity. You can definitely have this Treasure Map. We do have this Vivian Reed to kill the Thief of Sanity, or I guess we could also kill the that's kind of annoying. But we already have one Vivian Reed down, so the chances of drawing the other one are not the likeliest. So I'm going to play this Carnage Tyrant and then a tapped land. We could go Carnage Tyrant, Merfolk Looter. I think we do actually do that. It's good. It's bad against his Wrath spell, but he only has 2 cards in hand that we don't know. And then this also lets us set up the draw on top. Duress. Well, I think I'll keep it Duress here. So obviously, if he goes Cleansing Nova, it's pretty poor. Or Kai's Wrath, yeah. But we can get our Carnage Tyrant back, which is probably the reason I kind of did that. And then next turn, actually this turn we're probably going to go, he gets his Thief of Sanity, which is real annoying. So we're going to start the turn off with a handy dandy Duress. Never mind, he uses Kai's. Karn, Mortify, Treasure Map. Does any of those matter? Knowing that he already has a Karn makes me not want to worry about his current Karn, which is very key. Could always just take the Karn, but I think I'm going to take this Mortify here. Take this Mortify, kill his Thief, and then play out this Branchwalker. For another land. Play it tapped. So I go. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands we've seen this game. Quite a few. But the ability, 2 of our lands are Memorial to Follies, which are really good here because they can get back this Carnage Tyrant or even our Krasis. Getting back Krasis seems really good also. He's crying. Okay. So we know he didn't draw it. We knew what he drew. Which is completely fine. Him drawing Cry does not seem to be the largest of problems. Let me put up this since there's more people in stream right now. Boom. And boom. Ooh, we drew Vraska. Are you kidding me? That's insane here. That is insane. So we'll play Vraska first. Actually, okay, I do want to shock. Because please don't do that. I guess I'll have to tap manually. It was trying to tap my Memorial Folly, but I shocked so that the Memorial Folly wouldn't tap and I can get back a Krasis into turn. I think he was just trying to protect his Karn because I think I might have been able to kill it. But here we can get back, kill Ixalan's Binding, get back Vivian Reed, and then we could plus to kill the treasure map, but I don't think that's as nearly as good as just plussing, or we could plus to destroy the construct because if he minuses, he could kill our Vraska. It seems like slightly better, and then we'll pass. It seems like that was pretty good because if he minuses, he can make this a 3/3, and that could kill our Vraska, which would be really annoying. Hell yeah, the sister Planeswalkers are now going to win for this. Yeah, hopefully. I think he did correctly use Treasure Map in his upkeep. Yeah, you get a 2/2. Sure. Both our Planeswalkers are relatively low. He plays out his other card. I guess he's just probably going to make another 2/2. Or make a 3/3. Make these 3/3s. Correction. But this Krasis, I'm pretty sure this Krasis is going to feel good next turn. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we get here. Just like the ability to draw so many cards, it seems insane. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. P2 live. I think I misplayed it. I think actually casting Finality here, kill these ++ seems really good. Yeah, I think I misplayed. I don't think I need to shock that. I guess I can still play this as a 5/5. As a 3/3. That doesn't seem nearly as good. Finality is a sweet card. So we can look here and see what we get. Get an elf. That's fine, I guess. Play out this elf. He does get to flip his treasure map to start getting back some card advantage, but I don't think that's the end of the world with us having double running Planeswalkers. More pumps for Krasis. True. This does give us another turn to get more lands out for Krasis. How's everybody's night going? I really enjoy this Sultai deck, honestly. It's very solid. It's pretty fun. So now, if he minuses, this becomes a 4/4, which is pretty spooky, honestly. Oh my god, that's really good for opponent. I guess that's the reason for us to play the Krasis last turn. But I guess if we knew he was going to flip, we would have know that both of his artifacts would become 5/5s, which is very not good for me. We'll plus our Vivian Reed first. I really don't want to kill our Vivian Reed to kill this token. Midnight Reaper and Jade Light. I think just taking Jade Light's fine. I think I'm just going to find get back Krasis, Tarnish Tyrant, and then I have 3, 6, 9 mana, so I can go Carnage Tyrant, Jade Light Ranger, find the Krasis. Yeah, we'll get L Krasis back, but I feel like getting Carnage Tyrant down as a blocker and a harder to remove threat is pretty nice here. I drew a land. I'll put the Walker in the graveyard. Definitely don't need that here. And then, is there a time where killing this is better than making a token? So you can make it a 5/5. No, we'll just make a token here. Nice play. Thank you, Kirik. So this game has been really fun, honestly. It's been pretty swingy. Got 2 lands to give you. I'll give you the Shock Land. Chemist's Insight. That's really nice for him here. So he could play like a Wrath off these. Hell, he could. Ooh, just concedes. That was a pretty sweet game, honestly. Okay, so seeing that our opponent has Thief of Sanities, I think I'm definitely gonna keep these cast downs in. One with the cast downs with the Chupacabras. I think maybe a cast down and a Chupacabra. Maybe just one Chupacabra, maybe like a 1/1. Taste of Blood, thank you for the follow, man. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm really confused here. I really want to keep the cast on the Chupacabra, but I don't know what to take back out for it. Yeah, Verasta saving Vivian will still play. He's what? Smiley face. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. It really means a lot to me. It's really difficult. I guess the Walkers just aren't good enough here. Obviously if you go like turn 2 Walker, turn 3 Jade Light Ranger, it can like do a clock on them pretty nicely, but I think we're just wanting to go like more stabilizing. More stabilizing. That's a phrase. Oh. So going into game 3 here is playing against this Esper control deck. I feel like this matchup might be unfavored pre-board, but I feel like it becomes at least like 50-50 or... This hand seems very interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. One of the weaknesses against this hand would be Thief of Sanity, though. That'd be very weak. Definitely going to... Okay, I cast this on turn 1. If we do this, if we use this over this one, we might not have to shock in case he does have like a turn 3 play that we would want to counter. Thought Erasure, Cleansing Nova, Notion Rain, Mortify. Do I care? Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna take this Thought Erasure. The hand hates control, haha. Yeah, this hand's really good, pretty good, decent control. This Contempt was a nice draw. So we know he has 2 lands. Plays the land we know. Would we ever want to counter this Notion Thief? Or this Notion Thief? This Notion Rain? I think we do. We do have 2 negates, so we have like the benefit of the doubt here. And I'd rather just not have him go into some nice spells. He plays a Thief of Sanity instead. That was a little bit of a punish. I think I'm just gonna play this Midnight Reaper here. Yes, you counter Notion Rain. Sadly, he didn't play Notion Rain. He plays this OP-ass Thief of Sanity, which is a pretty good draw for him. But we do, if we draw a land, we could cast this Contempt, or possibly in turn 2 later we could play Eldest Reborn. Oh, what? Duress Visions Vivian Reed is what he didn't choose. That doesn't seem good for us. He mills a Teferi and a negate. What is going on here? Oh, we did draw a land, which is very good. Hopefully, he doesn't have a Spell Pierce here. That'd be pretty insane. But we'll kill this Thief of Sanity and then attack for 3. I really wonder what he would give up. I guess Vivian Reed doesn't do a whole lot in his deck due to him not playing a ton of creatures. But it does really help him with lands. And then Duress is like pretty good against me, I'd say. So what we wouldn't want to see here would be a Teferi would be pretty bad. If he goes like land Teferi. But we could, if he does do that, counter back with Eldest Reborn if we draw a land of our own. Plays a Notion Rain again. Okay. Maybe the opponent's like looking for lands here. It's very interesting. And he's getting relatively low as well. Like we can put him to 10 here if he doesn't have any removal spells. Cast sounds that. That's I'd rather have him use it now, so we can try to draw a land. Nice. We did draw our land. Okay, so do we have 2 creatures in our graveyard? We don't. Is keeping up double negate? I think keeping up double negate's pretty good here. Obviously, if we just go Carnage Tyrant, it's pretty bad, but like Carnage Tyrant from our exiled card, that'd be pretty funny, in my opinion. Krasis. That seems like a good one. So we go Krasis for 4, draw 2 cards, tap out, and then maybe he tries to re-tap out for a Teferi. I think this is kind of worth it. It's kind of aggressive though. Pretty easy, just mortifies this here, I imagine. Yep. We did draw a Veraska, which is very nice. On Mortigo? I wonder what he names. There's a lot of good cards to name. He could name Krasis, he could name Carney T, he could name Vivian Reed. He already got rid of one of our Vivian Reeds, though. Wait, what? Oh, it was my on Mortigo? Oops, and I guess he named a card I didn't have. I really wish I could have seen it. That's pretty fucking funny, honestly. So we have 3 6 lands, so we're not too close to getting double land Veraska. So I think I'm just gonna try to slam this Veraska here. It's pretty likely he has a counterspell. Oh, he doesn't have a counterspell. He did nothing. He wasted his turn. It was yours. Yeah, he played. I was able to tell it was mine because it was removed from this exiled area over here. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know if he could have misclicked on like a name, just named something stupid, or he could have like named a card that he thought was in my deck and just wasn't in my deck. I think he might have an Eldest Reborn here. So he kills the token. Can Eldest Reborn make me sack? Yeah, it's pretty good. But we do have an Eldest Reborn eventually for whatever he brings back. I feel like at this point, casting this Fine's really nice though. Funny shit, yeah. It's pretty amusing. I don't know what he did though. I'm kind of confused about that. I'm gonna play this Midnight Reaper. Keep up a negate. Seems good. He should concede because of his misplay. JK. No. He's still in this game, kinda. Like we have a lot better hand at this point than he does, I imagine. But this could flip eventually. He prop named one of his cards. No, why would he name his cards? Oh, that's funny though. He's putting discards a card. This cast down looks like a very good card to discard here. He could instantly punish me and play a Thief of Sanity, but that'd be pretty funny. Do I care about this? I don't think I care about this because next turn I'm going to not cast this Krasis because he could get back my Veraska or my Vivian Reed and then kill it. So I'd rather get a little bit more value out of it. Or he could, of course, you know, just reanimate his Teferi or his Karn. But I feel like if I play this, he's more likely to reanimate a way to kill it. Like, yeah, he brought back my Vraska, for example. Okay. So next turn we can play this our own Eldest Reborn with double negate backup, it looks like. Yeah, that's really nice. It is really nice. No reason he wouldn't name Carnity or Vivian. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like those are very good names. So he's going to 2 counters on this? Okay. Makes a pirate. It's kind of annoying against my Eldest Reborn, so I can't Eldest Reborn him just directly yet. Maybe I can like attack him and he'll trade. It's pretty good. This card's pretty good protection against Eldest Reborn. That's also a decent one. Let's see what he does here. Let's attack his face for 3. You can always just go hit this Eldest Reborn, but if he's willing to trade the token just for this, I'm completely fine with that. Sure. Okay. So we'll go trophy this. It's pretty bad here if he has like double counterspell, but we can beat 1 counterspell now. Trophy just came to make me shut the fuck up. Yeah. I'm like, super interested. Like, if he counters this, like, what is he doing? Oh, he's Chemistry Inciting? That's completely fine with me. That is completely fine with me. Because it limits his mana to the point where I'm pretty sure I'll be able to slam this Eldest Reborn pretty safely. Oh, actually gives him 2. So if he has double negate here, uh-oh. Looks like he doesn't. Looks like he doesn't. Very nice. And we still got to keep up this negate here. Oof. It's a pretty sick match. Very swingy. Why not just Trophy the Vraska? Trophy the Vraska doesn't let us use the Eldest Reborn to the best of advantage. Obviously, they're both like could be used to kill the to use Planeswalkers, but with the token on the board, this makes the Eldest Reborn pretty lame over the late game, unless I find another way to kill it. Well, it might be a bad play. Like I might need to like have another answer to it eventually or something. It's just that I was able to get this Eldest Reborn down quick enough and have a good enough value. Ixalan's Binding, that'll get a negate. Could obviously have another counterspell with it here, but it's fine. And even like Ixalan's Binding either of these isn't like the worst. Like there's only I think there's only maybe one of these left. There's only one of these left. In Bolas's clutches, that's insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, we'll just do this for 8. I guess we can do it for 6 and keep up negate. I think drawing an extra card is better though. This card's pretty insane. This card's pretty sick here. It's not the worst draws. We'll put opponent to 2 here. Opponent is getting pretty low. Krasis here is to try and save us again. That was a crazy play from opponent. Yeah, definitely really good from him. Probably gonna pitch to Tomb here. I already have this. Definitely want to keep both counter spells. It's Cleansing Nova, so we get draw 2 more cards. Sure, I'm fine with this. Opponent only has 3 cards left in hand. Crushing Canopy. This is actually really good here. So we can Crushing Canopy the In Bolas's clutches, so that we can get our Eldest Reborn back. Thought Erasure. This would have been so good. That would have been so good. What a shame. What a shame. Well, now the opponent knows we have double counterspell. That would have been so good. I thought ratio to Crushing Canopy this. Well, we get cast these Jade Lights here. He only has 1 clue left, so we've already he's burnt through his treasure map, his treasure cove pretty quickly. He's used a couple of his planeswalkers as well, or two of them. It's not as many as I thought. We know he's playing 2 Karns, but there's another Karn in the deck. He's probably I imagine he's playing more than 1 Teferi, so he's probably playing at least 2 or 3 more. So if we play Jade Ranger here, we can keep up both of these. Okay, I'm just curious about that. And I imagine he's just going to reanimate the Vraska again. Seems pretty solid here. I still think we're in a good spot for this game. I won't necessarily say an advantage, but I think we're in a good spot. I'm gonna keep that on top. He could obviously go to 0 cards in hand and have it be very bad for me, but I think it's worth it keeping on top. And I'm also gonna play another one due to the fact that both of these are lethal, but it's only at 2 life. I'm glad my library didn't try to mess me up too bad due to the fact that it could have tapped our Memorial to Folly. Though I don't think we're going to be able to use this due to us wanting to use both of these. Yeah, he brings back Vraska, which makes sense. Mortify 1. I'll counter this. If it mortifies 1, he can just destroy the other one. Or make a blocker. It's obviously a pretty aggressive counter. What if he just has the last card to negate? I don't think he's shown us any. He hasn't shown us any really counter spells. He shows a negate. That resolved. Okay. Okay. I think we're in not the worst spot. Okay, he found a blocker. That's funny. So if we draw the Chupacabra here, well, we're not. We know we're not going to draw the Chupacabra here. We'll see what his last card in hand is. Could just be a land. Could be a creature. Land. Okie dokie. So I think here I'm gonna get back to this Krasis and then cast Krasis. How much would it be? It'd be for 2, 4, 6, 7. That's fine with me. He fakes the land. Let's make him jump first. The problem with this Vraska is so good for him due to him being able to sack this treasure, this treasure for a card draw. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So 5. So we'll draw 2 cards. It's not the worst or the best. Like, this obviously isn't good, but this Contempt could prove to be useful here, but I feel like it's more likely that he kills this. But drew a Teferi, so he can go bounce, kill, or kill, bounce, however, whichever he wants. But I guess if he's killing, the Vraska will die. He's creating a menace. What's his last card in hand? Well, let's see if he has something here. Krasis is MVP as usual. I would agree. That was a very nice W. Pretty long match, honestly. Let's see what we get. Meteor one. So we're 3-1. That game took a while. So it's 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Okay. So let's go into the 5th match. Whew. That was a pretty hard-fought victory over there. Def get another krasis, dude. It's so good. It is very good, yeah. Not that the Veracity isn't good, great either. Yeah, maybe just playing a controller version right now would be the best against the Sultai decks. This hand's fine. It's not good, but can't really mulligan it. Yeah, I feel like another krasis would definitely be good. And I do have a mythic wild card I could use. I also could open my vault, but plays okay. So double J-Light Ranger. We got a really pretty fair start here. Growth Chamber Guardian. It's interesting. We'll keep that on top, and then we'll mill it due to the fact that I want to get a land next turn, but this being a 4-3 is pretty important. There's no other better legendary to use. Krasis MVP. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. That's pretty good for an opponent. Just goes and gets another growth chamber. Yeah, I think it's a block. Yeah. At least it's like his turn though. That's not that. Well, if we draw lands off this won't be the worst. Can't keep that. Can't keep that, really. Really need to get like a land there and a land on the next turn. That's a perfect combo for opponent. Yeah. Draw a especially since he just keeps getting them too. Looks like he doesn't have like lands to go with it at least. He can't attack here. It's looking kind of favorable. Well, we drew a land at the very least. I think we can go aggressive here. I kill this, attack for 4. I guess if he draws a land though, he could go Growth Chamber Guardian, adapt it, and then flip a Hadana by putting a counter on it. That'd be pretty good. Ooh, if he gets 2 counters here, please do it land. Really? That's kind of wait, what? He risked it? That seems risky. Why would you not just get the guaranteed flip on your Hadana? Seems weird. He obviously just put. Wait, he puts it there. What? What? Let's go attack. I'm completely fine with trading board here, and then we can go Vivian Reed kill. That'd be very nice. It would be pretty poor if he has his own. Has another Hadana's climb, but that's just how it is. He's just eating this. That's actually really bad for me. Ugh. Well, opponent is at 4 though. I do think having to kill this Hadana is very important. I thought since he put the counter here that he's more willing to trade, but looks like he wasn't. So maybe that was a pretty poor attack. Plays another J-Light Ranger. We have like some very good draws in our deck. Why couldn't he do that? I guess it doesn't matter since he didn't flip Hadana. But we have some really good draws in our deck. Like land next turn isn't the worst. So we could play this for 4, we could play this. Like Finality would be a good draw eventually. It just clears his board. Would leave us with a 6-5. It's not bad. So we'll play J-Light here. Hope to get a land so we can play this Midnight Reaper. Got 2 lands. I was only asking for 1. Play this Midnight Reaper, and then we're going to attack for 4, putting our opponent to 6, or to chump or double block. He just takes it. Interesting. Plays his land. Like shit, we can go block. Seems good. Hydrate Krasis for a lot. For 6. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big boy. It's a pretty big boy, I have to just say. So 2, 4. I guess we'll play ours. Is this bigger? Is this gonna be bigger though? Is this gonna be a 5/5? 2, yeah. Grindy match, yeah. Could have really used like more removal spells, like a Chupacabra. Well, I guess we do, because we did draw 2 Chupacabra, so can't complain too much. Seems Tyrant is sort of weak here. Yeah, he might be weak. Like this looks like the boards are gonna stall pretty heavily. Opponent still has a ton of cards in it, but I guess he did just draw 3, which makes sense. A card that looks like it's gonna be really good here is the Crushing Canopy, Cry the Carnarium. Adonis Climb, Jesus. He was a trample, right? Games, just games flying. Okay. Okay. Let's give trample. Wait, this has trample. Ah! So you go counter here, 7/7, flip, activate 14/14, block. It's not good. He just kills it. At least he can't. He can activate it because he has his elf. Ah! See if he notices. Maybe. Maybe he doesn't notice. Yeah, he just notices. It's pretty unfortunate. Let me concede. Let me die on my own terms. Okay. I think we're gonna bring in Ego for the name Krasis and maybe Adonis Climb. Gonna bring in Canariums for Contempt, and I don't think we want Eldest Reborn. I thought about Eldest Reborn, but he runs too many like dork effect cards like Elf. I don't think I want either of these. I don't think Midnight Reaper's good. I don't think Carnage Tyrants are good. I think we need to like play off of our Vivian Reeds, Vraska, Krasis. I feel like these are both good. I think we cut like one of each of those. Yeah. Looks like he's like playing like Sultai Adonis Climb. Seems decent. I wonder if he plays like Incubation Druids though. Going to turn 2 Incubation Druid into turn 3 Adonis Climb seems really good. Especially since you can just go play another 3-drop. Very difficult match for sure. Yeah. So seems like I imagine he has like a slight advantage here since he has like Adonis. If he like flips a Adonis Climb, his creatures all become pretty strong. Like turns like 3/3s into 6/6 flyers. It's pretty OP. There isn't like a lot of flyers in the deck other than Krasis. We're gonna play. This hand's unkeepable. This hand's okay. It's not good. Definitely put that on the bottom. This hand's pretty bad, I have to say honestly, but I don't think there's a lot better 5-card hands. And he goes turn 1 Elf. Nice. Play this. I go. Probably gonna shock this. Play this. What do we name them? Krasis? Krasis seems good. If he doesn't play Adonis Climb, maybe Adonis Climb. Incubation Druid. That makes me want to name Adonis Climb. But I don't think that's good. I think we can beat Adonis Climb. Yeah, this is a nice elf we drew. Pretty timely. I think we have to name Adonis Climb here. Growth Chamber, cast down Utopian Speaker. He only has 2? What? He has a lot of Zaganas. Whenever Zagana enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with plus you can draw a card. That's interesting. 2 Krasis. 3 Krasis. 4 Krasis. I think Krasis might have been the better name. Might be a sideboard some of these out since he's on the draw. This deck doesn't seem honestly that good when I look at it like this way. I guess he could play Zagana here, but what is he gonna play, like a chamber? Sure. Just play double chamber, sure. Like, can you imagine how good Cry the Carnarium would have been there? I can't cast this J-Lay, that's so funny. Well, if we draw a land next turn, we can go Finality. Which could be good. Could be good. But the fact that he can just go activate on his Guardians here is pretty good. I guess he can't activate both, but he can activate one. Like, it just gives him another one in hand. This card seems pretty nuts in mid-range matchups, maybe. Sure. Well, there's a good news and a bad news to this. The good news is that maybe he'll play post-combat. He's cast outing my elf. That's aggressive. We drew an. Oh my, yeah, that's game. Nothing we can do about that. Opponent had a pretty good card name. Maybe Growth Chamber is right. That card's really grindy. If you draw one, you're probably gonna draw all the others. So yeah, we made 500 gold, which is more than we'd make in a traditional constructed. So I think that's gonna be it. So let's see our prize here. We got 20 gems. That's worth it. And then how many percentage points are at 119? Ooh, so that's going to be it for the video. Thanks everybody for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks everybody.